I'm putting some coffee on, Terry, if you want. What the hell are you doing here?
You asked me and Fran to stop last night, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I didn't mean you both to stay, did I?
Well, what did you want me to do, eh? Drive home and get done for drink driving?
Yeah, well, you could have got a cab, couldn't you? I mean, after all, there is one on the close. Is Fran still in bed?
No, she's gone home to get changed for work.
For God's sake, Barry, will you put some clothes on?
Why? It's not as if you haven't seen it before, is it?
Fab barbecue.
Did you go quite well?
Yes, yeah. In fact, everybody seems to get on very well with each other.
Some more than others.
Had any breakfast?
No, not hungry.
Fancy some tea?
No.
Coffee? Orange juice?
For God's sake, Max, I don't want anything. Why did she have to come?
Who?
Who do you think?
Oh, you mean Susanna? Well, obviously, she came to pick up Matthew and Emily.
Obviously.
Ah, this'll explain the cold shoulder treatment.
Do you blame me? You avoid me all evening and then expect me to be lovey-dovey in bed. God knows where you scurried off to during the party.
Rule 1. The host must always be seen to be mingling. I couldn't very well stand talking to my wife all night, could I?
Depends which wife we're talking about now, doesn't it? You should have got rid of her, Max.
Oh, really? And how do you suggest I do that?
You managed it once before. You divorced her, remember?
Morning, Maxie. Ah, Ron. Morning. Hey, Patty, that was a great do last night, love. Great do.
Thanks.
Hey, you know, the video's turned out smashing, you know. I'm knocking off a few copies, so you can have one if you like.
Thanks, but please don't get to any trouble on our account.
Oh, it's no trouble, love. No trouble at all, honestly. Ron, could you spare a few moments? Yeah. It's about that video. Hey, it's good, you know. Actually, I'm thinking about sending it into the TV. You know that show that puts everybody's home videos on? You know the one with Jeremy Beadle on it? I wanted to ask you a favour. Fire away, Maxie. Mate. Did you tape everything at the barbecue? Everything. It's not what you think, Ron. I'll show Pat, then, eh? No, don't do that. Look, the truth is, Ron, Maxie, I know, son. You had to see your ex, so you fibbed to Patricia just in case you jumped to the wrong conclusion. Oh, that's right. You don't know what a strain I've been under. And knowing that tape is going to be floated around, it just doesn't help. Maxie, don't you worry. Safely out of harm's way. Well, I think it's best if you hand the tape over. I think it'd be safer than ours, don't you? Keep it away from prying eyes, you know.
Morning.
Morning. Did you sleep well?
Oh, lovely. This bed's dead comfy. Could stay here all day. I was at the time. Why should have been up hours ago? Where should I get dressed?
You stay there. I'll go to the loo.
I've got a surprise for you.
Oh, aye.
No work today. We're going to Chester Zoo.
Chester Zoo?
Mm-hmm. Leo's 7 today. Mick invited us along, you know, to help treat the kids like.
Oh, brilliant. I haven't been to Chester Zoo since I was knee-high to a giraffe.
Well, Mick's picking us up, so we better get ready.
Right.
Do you want me to cover my eyes?
If you don't mind.
Hey, have you met your new housemaid? Brilliant she is. Cleans the house from top to bottom, all for £3 a week pocket money.
Shh. She might hear and ask for a rise. Come on, leave those, love. We've got to get your books ready for school.
It's all right, Mum, I'll do it. Anyway, I've only got French first lessons. Don't mind missing that. I'm only missing.
I'll dry up, love.
It's all right, Dad, I'll do it.
Well, we'll have to be going soon. Frank, this isn't right. I know Katie's trying to help, trying to be nice all the time, but she's driving me up the wall.
Tidy me room, you know, Mum. Scoose.
Somebody hold the front page. Let's let the press.
And I've done all my own work.
Katie, as a teenager, you're supposed to rebel, or haven't your mates taught you that one yet?
I'm a slow developer. I was going to make our Sammy's bed before, but then I had second thoughts. The lazy pig can do it herself. Are you coming over for dinner today, Mum?
Why?
Well, Dad's off, so I thought you could go somewhere nice for dinner, you know, a nice plush restaurant.
Yeah, we'll go out. Why not?
Well, I can't. I'm too busy. Oh, you know I always have a lot of work on at the beginning of term.
Never mind. Well, I'm going to Siobhan's tonight for tea. And I think our Sammy's going out with Owen. So you can have the house to yourselves.
Not a bad idea, that, Chris.
Hey, what are you doing?
Rule number 1, never do anything out of the ordinary if you want your wife to believe you.
What?
When was the last time you sent me flowers, Max?
Your birthday? Christmas. St. Valentine's Day, I sent a bouquet of red roses.
Yeah, do you remember why you sent them?
Oh, new job, £3,000 pay rise. I wanted to surprise you. A romantic gesture.
Really? Not because you felt guilty because I'd had to look after your kids for 2 weekends in a row.
A bit ridiculous.
Cast your memory back into the deep recesses of your mind. You recall us having an affair, no doubt.
How could I forget?
And also, probably, you recall the many times you couldn't get away to see me because Susanna beckoned. And every time you couldn't make our little rendezvous, what did you send me? A big bouquet of red roses. And likewise, every time you were with me and you thought of Susanna and the kids, guess what? They too were honoured with the same thoughtful gesture. The only time you ever send flowers, Max, is when you're racked with guilt.
I can explain. You see, they weren't really for you.
Oh, this gets more intriguing by the minute.
They were for Sue. Sue Sullivan.
Haven't you got enough complications in your life without adding another woman to the list, especially one who's married and so close to her?
They weren't from me. Look, a delivery man turned up at the barbecue with these flowers for Sue. No card. I naturally assumed they were from Terry.
So who were they from, then?
I don't know. See, I think Sue might be, seeing someone else.
Oh, you think Sue Sullivan's having an affair?
That's why I had to pretend they were from me. For you. See, she wouldn't accept them. She was scared of Terry's reaction. Patricia, I am telling the truth.
Beginning to wish I'd taken that job in London after all.
I think he's having an affair with his ex.
Oh, go away. No one has an affair with their ex-wife.
Dee Dee, I'm telling you, I saw her with my own 2 eyes. His first wife, what's her name? Susanna. Only planted a great big smacker right on his gob.
Is it on there?
Nah, I missed it. He thinks it is, though.
Oh, you should tell him. You'd be worried sick.
Yeah, I know. Sad, isn't it?
You didn't think Maria's affair was a barrel of laughs, did you?
Hey, that was different, wasn't it? That was my best mate she was messing about.
Oh, hello, Dee love. I thought I'd nip in and see how my future family are getting on.
Hello, stranger. Come in.
Hello, Julia.
Yeah. So, how have you both been?
Not so bad, thanks.
Oh, are you? Apart from the shop getting vandalised and the Moby getting robbed, life couldn't be better.
Oh, I don't know. Isn't anything safe anymore? I got your dad to put a couple of mortise locks on my front door. At least it helps me sleep better at night.
How is my dad these days?
Fine. Off on one of his jaunts, as usual. He'll be back next week. You look tired.
He works too hard. There's trouble with him.
What you need is a holiday. Get some sun on your back.
What he needs is to learn to take things a little easier, what with the shop and running the Moby. It's just too much for him.
There's no one else to do it, is there? Carmichael's at the Poly. Anyway, he can't drive. She won't give up her day job. Jackie's gallivanting round Europe. Now Tony's not even worthwhile talking about. So I don't have a lot of choice, really.
Well, you better find somebody soon, or you won't be fit enough to open the shop. You'll be in the Royal, suffering with nervous exhaustion.
Well, that's it then, innit? I'll just have to sell the Moby. Problem solved.
I'm sure I left it in here somewhere. Mom, have you seen my friend?
Is this what you're looking for?
Tom, he saved me life.
Katie, look, I need to have a word with you.
I'll kill that Siobhan. She's written Katie loves Chess and Yorks all over my French book. Putting mine, but he ate the divvy. He can't even sing.
Katie, I know what you're up to.
I'm not up to anything.
All this tidying up and cleaning round just to please your dad and I.
I just want everything to be like it was before.
Before you started clearing up and washing the dishes, you mean?
Yeah, well, I thought if there wasn't as much housework to do, you mean I'd have more chance to talk.
Yeah, well, your dad's not one for talk, Katie.
I'm scared you'll leave us again, Mum. Well, you won't, will you?
Katie, I came home for you. I'm not going to leave.
It's mad, this house. First our Sammy leaves, then our Jeff. Then I had to leave to go and live with that Gina, and then back again with you. I don't know where I am half the time. I just beat her all to it and go myself.
Katie, I'm not going to leave. But nobody can tell the future.
And you acting like this is just making things more difficult.
So it's all my fault if you leave?
Oh, Katie, don't be silly.
Yeah, well, no one seems to care what I want in this house. It's always been the same. Yo, why don't you just go now, see if I care what you do?
Katie? Katie!
I've been thinking. You know what you said this morning? You're not really thinking of selling the Moby, are you?
Julia, the way I feel at the moment, I'd be well shut of it.
All right. Just think of all those little old pensioners miles from anywhere, all relying on your Moby for their daily bread. And all pushed aside now that you moved up in the world.
Hey, come on, Julia, it's not like that.
He can't manage on his own, that's all, Julia.
He'd manage if he had two able-bodied assistants to help out. Me and Cyril will run the Moby for you.
It's not a bad idea.
You make a good team, me and Cyril. Give us a chance to spend some more time together.
I'm not sure.
Give him a chance, see, Ron?
We nearly doubled your profits last time we went out on the Moby.
Are you sure you got the time, Julia?
The only trouble we have with time is filling it.
How about my arm fella, though? What will he say?
You just leave him to me, love.
All right, then. Start Monday for the trial period. We'll just see how it goes for a while, all right?
Oh, we won't let you down. Right? This calls for a celebration cup of tea. Excuse me.
What do you want now?
Oh, what is it? We're in a hurry. I don't want anything, but I've got something you both want. Your dreams are about to come true. Here's the conservatory you've always wanted, and it's not going to cost you a penny. It's a presita.
I don't believe this.
You've done it again, haven't you? Every time I want something, I can be sure you'll be there to give me a helping hand. I can't afford this.
Teddy, I've told you that it's a prezi, and I mean it. It's a prezi. Look, I'm even going to get me workman to put it up for you, all right? So give us a hand to put it round the back.
Whacking it, you know. You're cheating. And what have I told you about cheating? You know what we do with cheats, don't you?
No.
Well, we throw them in with the chips. No. Watch out, everyone! Hey, do you want to go in?
No.
Are you going to not cheat anymore?
Yeah.
Cross your heart up today?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
The state of it. Good with kids, isn't he?
That's because he's a big kid himself.
Here we are.
Look at me, Dad.
Oh, yeah, I'm watching, son. Nice one. Yeah, go and join him, babe.
Good one.
Two lovely kids.
Come on, Jeff.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna make sure I keep them and all.
Frank, do you have to do that?
Do what?
Well, pour half a ton of brown sauce over your chips.
I like brown sauce, you know I do.
Oh, yeah, well, I hate it.
You don't have to eat it, do you? Or you just pull the same face as our Sammy when she's annoyed. Your dad will like you too.
Yeah, that's what worries me.
Look, Chris, Owen is a decent enough lad. You're just having an ordinary teenage relationship. What's wrong with that?
Warning bells are ringing in my ears, and you're laying the red carpet out for them. Oh, we're just not on the same wavelength.
But that's what first attracted us to each other. Our differences.
You know, 20 years on, those same differences we found appealing are what's nearly destroying this family. Put the shopping away.
Chris, whatever it is you want, I'm willing to go along with as long as you're happy.
It's just I see teachers in that school doing the job half as well as I could do it.
Well, I've been thinking, if you're sure you can manage the kids and the house and you're studying, go along and do your teacher training course.
But it isn't just that, Frank. I mean, well, somehow it just doesn't seem enough anymore.
Chris, I will do whatever it takes to keep this family together. Whatever it is you want, I will go along with. I love you, Chris. I said I love you. It's only 4 words. I love you, Frank. Come on, say it. Say it.
You better finish the dinner before it gets cold.
See, Emma, the baby rhino, its parents are called Michael Parkinson and Esther Ranson. You named them after famous people, you see.
I see. Will you look at the state of that?
It's all right. Nothing wrong with having a big belly. Not that I have that problem, like.
That's because you're holding yours in.
Not!
Go on, breathe out. Oh, hey, you're not pregnant, are you? You could do with going on a diet.
Go away. Diets make you fat.
What?
Well, every time I've been on a diet, I'm that hungry when I come off it that I put all the weight back on, plus a few extra pounds. If I carry on like that, I'm gonna end up like Cyril Smith.
Well, I think it makes you look dead cuddly, like a great big teddy bear.
What are you doing here?
About to ask you the same question.
I was owed some time off, so...
Yeah, I know. I ran your office. Thought I'd take the afternoon off myself. We need to talk.
There's nothing left to say.
I swear I didn't know Susanna would be at the party. All right, maybe it was my fault for not kicking her out, but in the end, I thought it would only make things worse.
You know she wants you back.
Oh, don't be silly.
I was the other woman once, remember? Now I know how she felt when she knew you were seeing me.
I left Susanna for you. It wasn't easy leaving my wife and kids, but I did it. I did it because I wanted to be with you. And I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you. Not Susanna, not anyone else, just you. If you think I'm prepared to go through all that anguish again, then you're very much mistaken. Oh, come here. I love you.
I love you.
You know, I hate it when we row.
Fun making up, though.
Got the afternoon to ourselves.
Margaret's taking Thomas to the swings.
Sure we won't be interrupted?
Not unless Susanna drops by.
Doing all right today, aren't they, eh? Days off school, loads of prezzies. Wish you were my dad.
Yeah, I suppose I am spoiling them a bit. I've got a lot to make up to them, haven't I?
How long have you known Marcia, Mick?
Mars? Since I first met Josie. Marcia was her best mate. They were inseparable till I came along.
What's she really like?
She's good fun, adventurous, likes a good time. Not like Josie, really. Why?
Oh, just being nosy, you know, making conversation.
Hey, come on, you can tell me. I've seen the way you look at her.
Yeah, I like life, yeah. You know if she's going with anyone?
Not as far as I know. You know, Marcia's never had much fun with fellas. I suppose that's because she always chooses the wrong type. You know, I hate to say it about my own brother, but our Ellis was the pick of the bunch.
And what's Ellis really like?
The complete opposite to you, mate.
And he's not a big, cuddly teddy bear.
No chance. So, come on, then. Do you want to go out with her, do you?
I might do, yeah.
Yeah, you want me to have a weird, do you? Hey, Mars, my mate fancies you.
Is she there? Yes.
Well, ask her out yourself, then.
Yeah, I couldn't. Besides, I'm a bit out of practice with women. I don't like the sound of the word no. See, if I don't ask, at least I can live in hope, can't I?
Yeah, I'll take a chance, then. Mars might just be the one to say yes.
Yeah, well, maybe. Soon.
Why does the kids need the loo every 20 minutes?
We wondered where you'd got to. We were going to send out a search party, weren't we, mate?
Got something special for you, son.
What is it, Dad?
Well, you see that zookeeper fella there? He's going to let you feed that birthday cake to the elephants. Your birthday cake.
Why hasn't it got candles, Dad?
That's everything, doesn't he? Come on, birthday boy.
Yeah, I'll get some of that.
I thought you were in the Manchester office.
I was, but on the way back, I thought you might like a lift home. Had to do a ton down the motorway to get here on time. You getting in then?
Everyone will see.
Does it matter?
What were you thinking of when you sent me that bouquet?
Me?
Don't play the innocent with me, Graham. I know it was you. I hope you realise you put me in an awkward and embarrassing situation. Imagine how I felt when this bouquet was delivered to me while I was at my neighbour's barbecue. I had to do some fast thinking to get out of that one.
All right, I admit it, it was me, but I didn't mean to get you into any trouble. It was merely a peace gesture. And to thank you for all the extra time you've been putting in at the office. Don't you want a lift, then?
I prefer to get the bus if it's all the same with you.
You've packed at this time. I can have you home in 10 minutes flat.
I'd rather walk.
You sure? How was work? Fancy a drink before you go home? How's Terry?
Look, see what I mean? This is what happens when work colleagues get too friendly. The gossip mongers come out in full force.
Well, my motto is, if they're talking about me, they're leaving somebody else alone.
That's fine for you to say. You don't have to work with them. Look, I don't want your lifts. I don't want your flowers. In fact, I'd prefer it if you stayed well away from me. Got it? Because I could make so much trouble for you, you'd wish you'd never set eyes on me.
Lemons, oats, eggs, cucumber. Make something nice.
Only us.
That's if it's not too late.
We're doing this thing out of a magazine, Devote a Day to Beauty.
I need to devote more than a day, wouldn't I?
It's typical of Barry. He doesn't ask us whether we want a conservatory. He just goes ahead and gets us one.
You should be grateful. It'll be great. You do want it, don't you?
Wanting one's not the point. It's the way he does it. It's typical of Barry. Gives you a present, then he thinks you owe him forever.
He wouldn't do that.
He does do it. You haven't known him as long as I have. You want to be careful if you're going to stay with him.
Hiya, girls.
Hiya.
Still not here yet?
No, he hasn't phoned either.
He said he'd meet me here so we could sort out what stock we need. Sil and me are taking over the Moby for a bit while Ron gets the shop ready.
Will you be stocking avocados, Julia?
I don't think that sort of thing would sell well on the estate.
No, it's not for eating. It's for the faces.
It says in this magazine that your skin starts going downhill the day you're born.
Hey, there's not much hope for us, is there?
Doesn't matter so much for us. We're fixed up with fellas, aren't we?
We're not doing it for fellas, we're doing it for us.
Good for you. Hey, since Cyril isn't here, do you want a cup of tea?
Oh, thanks.
See ya.
See ya. Maybe I might be fixed up with a fella again, with Owen.
Oh, now so it's all Owen?
Yeah, well, what's wrong with that?
Well, nothing's wrong with it, and then not so long ago it was all Tim.
Yeah, well, you know that's over.
How do you know you won't get over Owen?
Because this is love with Tim. It's just obsession.
If some of this is about me letting him stay over at yours last week, I'm sorry. But you did invite me.
I didn't invite him. It was embarrassing.
Well, you know how it is with Barry. I had a bit to drink and, well, he's hard to resist.
You know why I don't want him in my...
Hi.
Oh, it's you.
You wouldn't have the Marlowe file, would you?
Well, you know I've got it, only I haven't finished with it.
Well, that's fine then. I'll come back.
Well, you can have it now.
When you're on your own.
No, wait.
He is definitely turning into the office pest.
Turning into? He was there again last Friday, waiting for me in his car.
He'll get the message sometime. Hey, shall I take that over for you? Keep him off your back.
No, he'll only think of some other excuse.
I'm really sorry about letting Barry stay after the barbecue. I'll try and keep him off your back as well.
Well, I know it's your life and you can go out with whoever you want to, but...
Barry's too close to home, right?
Wish I never had to set eyes on him again.
I never talked to him about you. I never will.
He doesn't know that you know about him and me.
Not from me. I've said nothing to him. I'll say nothing to anybody. Stop worrying, Sue. What happened between you and Barry is all in the past.
If I didn't do these, you reckon he'd stay here forever?
Now, come on, dearest. Don't you think I've got enough to do at the shop and the Moby?
Hey, you can't say I'm not pulling my weight in the shop.
And me and Syl are taking over the Moby, so you've no worries there.
I think that's what he's worried about.
Me and Syl are experts with that Moby. We did all right before when you went on holiday with Charlie and Maria.
Hey, what has happened to your dad? If he wants to get down the cash and carry this morning, you better get a move on.
Well, my granddad, he's probably forgot the time.
Yeah, or off on one of his travels, like.
He better not have. He promised me he wouldn't.
Julia, if you could stop my our fella from wandering, you must know something that we don't love.
Oh, I do.
Well, if he's not here soon, Ron will go and get him. What do you think you're doing?
Have you got any biscuits?
I thought you were supposed to be starting a Polly today.
That's right, yeah.
Come on, you don't want to be late, do you?
Dad, Polly's not like school, you know. You don't have to be in at a particular time. And anyway, it's Fresh's week this week.
Oh. In our day, we got Fresh any week.
What do you want biscuits for? If you're hungry, you can go and eat at the refectory.
How come you know so much about it?
Because we've read the leaflet, that's how. This is a great chance you've got, you know, Michael. First generation of Dixon's going to university.
Polly.
Well, I thought it was all supposed to be the same these days.
Our Rod's going in for his sergeant's exams. And our Tracy won a prize for cutting hair.
Here, buy a drink for your new friends.
Oh, thanks. Not that I've got any yet.
You will.
Yeah, especially if you're buying the drinks.
Enjoying yourself, lad? Joking, aren't you? Join the police and see some action. See more action in the morgue. Beats me how some of these can spend all day in here. Stay here long enough and the bug will get you, or the packman. No chance. Anyway, it's your turn for terminal boredom. I'm off. So who's lucky then, eh?
Hey, you.
Yeah.
Do you want a video?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean? A video recorder. Do you want one? Cheap.
Yeah. How cheap, like?
50 quid.
50 quid?
All right, then. To you, 30, OK? You won't have any problems. They don't even know it's gone yet.
Oh, sounds like you've done this before.
If you don't want a video, what do you want? I can get you anything. Look, do you want something or don't you?
Well, it depends where you're from, doesn't it?
Forget it, then.
Hey, do you think this is a good idea or what?
Well, it says here it's going to make our hair thick and glossy. Look, gleamed like it's never gleamed before.
Hey, maybe we should tell Patricia about this. She might want to try it.
Why? There's nothing wrong with her hair.
I'll try telling her that. She's always asking me how it looks. She's just spent a fortune on new clothes.
Do you think she's got another fella?
No, but she could think Max has got another woman.
Has he?
Only his ex-wife.
Oh, you're not serious.
No, I suppose not. But she's always coming round and it really upsets Patricia. She burst out crying on me the other week. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, but, I mean, it must be a funny feeling knowing that your husband's had another wife. Somebody that knows as much about him as you do.
but liked him.
No, that was completely different.
Well, anyway, Susanna's always coming round and Patricia doesn't like it. So Max doesn't tell her that she's been, which makes Patricia worse. She's following him round at the barbecue like they were playing hide and seek. Anyway, should we do the face pack next? Avocado, oatmeal and lemon juice and cucumbers on your eyes.
Why not?
It was a great night at the barbecue, you know. You and Owen should have been there.
It was just nice to get a bit of peace. You know, just me and Owen on our own.
Derek really enjoyed himself, you know. You'd think he was a normal person, really.
I mean, it's been dead difficult, you know, to get a bit of peace with all the goings-on in our house. Always been around and, well, I wanted it to be special. You know, not outside or in the back of a car.
What, you mean you and Owen the night of the barbecue? At Sue and Terry's?
Yeah.
And what happened?
What do you think?
It'd help if you could read their writing.
Could be some sort of initiative test. Read this and you'll end up a senior partner.
No chance for me, then.
Have you seen the time?
Oh, I've told you to take that file if you want to.
It's not the file I'm after. It's lunchtime. I thought we might go to the pub.
I don't want to go to the pub.
Well, anyway, we want then. All three of us? What about a pizza?
I'm not hungry.
You mustn't let yourself get too thin, you know.
She's spoken for. We both are. You promised me you'd come shopping.
Oh, yeah, we're going to look for that dress.
And the shoes.
Oh, and the bag.
And the hat.
Okay, I get the message.
She's going to this wedding.
My best friend.
She was going to be bridesmaid, only a second time around.
He was rotten, the first one, but this one's all right.
For now.
I know what you're doing, you know.
Going shopping with Fran.
You're trying to avoid me.
She doesn't need this.
You know I'm married.
I'm only talking about a pizza.
I've promised Fran.
Come on, we haven't got time to spare.
Take that file if you want it.
Are you coming or what?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Another time, then.
Please.
Oh, it's cold.
A little warm up. So, with you and Owen, was it like the first time?
Well, it wasn't the first time ever. I mean, that was Tim, wasn't it? Hey, what? You gonna put it in my eyes?
Well, still, you're as bad as Thomas.
I wish he would have been, though. I mean, I wish Owen would have been me first.
But what's different now?
Well, I just feel as if Owen's the right one now.
I'm good at choosing when it's the wrong one. Kieran, for example.
Well, we all make mistakes.
Yeah. I suppose it's just being sure, isn't it?
Have you got someone in mind, have you?
No, of course not. Well, not yet, anyway. Thomas is the only man in my life. Put them on your eyes.
How long for?
10 minutes. I wish I knew how you're sure. You know, when you do meet the right one.
You'll have gone off again.
Nobody seems to stop doing all that since he's met you.
You don't know what I know.
Oh, don't tell me Cyril's got a secret life.
Oh, well, no.
Well, what's all this about then, eh?
Well, we were going to buy our engagement ring this afternoon.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
We were going to go together and choose it. Then he was going to take it and he was going to give it me back at the engagement party. Oh, eh? What if he's not back for the party?
Oh, he will be. It's 3 weeks off, yeah?
I don't know what I'm going to do with him.
Dee?
Yeah, in here. See, I told you it'd be all right. You were quick.
Not a lot I could do.
Where's Cyril?
Search me, love. I think he's done a runner again.
I'll kill him.
Oh, we promised. What about the Moby?
Never mind the Moby. What about me ring?
Well, I've searched his house, asked the neighbours. Nobody knows a thing. The fridge is empty. The van's gone. He's gone. Don't ask me when we see him again.
the cleft stick. What? Got some news. So have I. See that kid over there? Who, the skinny one? That's right. An hour ago, he was skint. He's not skint now, is he? He was in here earlier, offering me a video, like. What do you mean, knock off? What else? So what did you do? Sussed out I was interested in where he got it from, like. You mean you blew it? No, I wouldn't put it like that. Anyway, I'll just have another word with him. Oh, no, you won't. It's all right. He'll just think I'm a normal punter. Just listen a minute. At least he'll give me something to do. We've got something to do. Only it's not this. Oh? We're off the job. You what? That's the message. It's these cutbacks from overtime. And we've been rostered again. This is the first sniff of anything we've had in here. It's the job, isn't it? I mean, we can't pick and choose. That kid'll just have to wait. Mind you, it's not exactly a big crime ring in here, is it? Yeah, and what else will leave knocked off by the time we get back, eh? Well, what can we do? It's just stupid. You know, we hang around here for weeks, find nothing, and the minute we do, we get pulled off the job. It's the name of the game, innit? That kid's nothing. Is he, though? If he found stuff and turned it round that quick, there must be something going on. Well, whatever it is, it'll just have to wait, won't it? Wait, yeah. But I'm not giving up on it. You're keen, aren't you? There's something going on round here. And I want to know what it is.
Well, still won't be coming now. I suppose better be going.
Dee, have you seen the camera?
In the drawer. So what's going to happen to the Moby now?
I can't find it, you know. I'm going to have to borrow one.
It isn't just the money you lose if you don't take the Moby out. It's the goodwill.
What can I do? Edie doesn't want to take it out.
I think we'll have to think about selling it.
Be a shame to sell.
Julia, I can't be in two places at once, love.
The shop has to come first.
Yeah. I don't know, you hope for something, don't you? Plan for it, even look forward to it. What if you don't like it when you get it?
Well, you were born to run a shop.
Anyway, at least I won't have to worry about the engine backing up.
You'll let me know if you hear anything, won't you?
Oh, of course we will, Julia.
Julia, don't worry about me, old fella, love. He always lands on his feet.
I know he does.
He'll turn up.
I'm surprised at Julia now. I think she'd be used to your dad by now.
Perhaps it's true, love.
Hey, it's never too late.
Right, I'm off.
Oh, hang on. Go on, then.
We, got you something to start you off. What is it?
Just a good luck present or something you need. It's for your books.
You know, like when you started school, we got you the school bag.
It hung over the edge of your shoulders. Put your initials on.
Hope it's big enough.
Hope you like it.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, if it isn't Julia.
Hello, Jack. Hello, treasure.
Haven't seen you for a bit. Just go round to our terrace with me, lad. All right, are you?
Have you ever been badly let down?
All the time. The secret is not to let on that you care.
It's not the Moby I mind about. It's him breaking his promise. I mean, he swore he wouldn't go off without telling me.
We wouldn't be talking about one Cyril Dixon, would we?
Oh, yes, we would.
But I saw you last Christmas. He wasn't to be relied on.
You're talking about my fiancé.
Always said you'd be better off with me.
Wasn't meant to be, was it?
So, what's Cyril done?
Gone off on his travels and left me on my own.
Just as well I came along then, eh?
I left Ron with nobody to run the Moby. Me and Cyril were going to do it together.
Good little business, that.
Not if there's nobody to run it.
Well, you wouldn't get me turning down a chance like that. I gave Ron a hand with the Moby last Christmas. As a matter of fact, I really enjoyed it.
Pity it wasn't you they asked again, though.
This is what I get asked to do now. Mind our Danny were the baby minders on holiday.
Hey, what would you say if you were asked?
Well, I say yes, don't I? You got to help your own.
I don't mean baby-minded. I mean running the Moby.
Me?
Me and you. I mean, not that it's up to me to ask you, like, but I could ask Ron if he'd ask you. He's stuck, like.
I've always fancied having a shop.
This might be your chance. What do you say if we go and ask Ron?
Yeah, why not? Hey, I'll just drop our Danny round at our terrace on the way, eh?
Why didn't you tell me you were brilliant at darts? That fella at the bar was well impressed.
Oh, I don't want to know any more about fellas. Life's complicated enough already. Oh, and don't forget, if Graham asks, we've been shopping.
Right.
How am I going to get him off my back?
He'll get the message sometime.
I hope so. I've shouted it loud enough. He must have skin as thick as an elephant.
You just have to kick him hard then.
Believe me, I'm trying. Thanks for your help, though.
It's the least I can do.
Wouldn't be so bad if Terry wasn't so jealous, then.
Right, better make a start on what we're paid for, I suppose. Only an hour till tea break.
You don't fool me, you know. You enjoy your job.
Oh, me cover's blown.
Do you see my photo?
The one of Daniel?
No. The one that was on my desk of me, Terry and Danny. I'm sure it was here. And my scarf.
Do you want to come to a club on Wednesday with me and Owen? I mean, he can bring a mate for you and we can make up a foursome.
I'm going out.
Oh, yeah, anyone nice?
Sounds stupid, really.
Oh, come on, you can tell me.
Helping out at a youth centre.
What? Helping making coffee or chatting up the lads?
Don't know till I get there. It was Derek's idea.
Who?
Derek, you know, Dee Dee's brother. Well, he works at this youth centre, so I thought I'd go see what it's like.
Is that the only reason? To see what it's like?
I don't know what you mean.
I think you do. You fancy him, don't you?
Well, I like him. I mean, we're good friends.
Oh, and he just happens to be a priest?
He's just a normal person.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to think that. I mean, that's why they wear those funny collars.
Well, I wouldn't say you've been so clever. What about you and Tim?
That's why I'm warning you. Because I have been stupid. Look, Margaret, you'd be better off sticking to people your own age and sticking to your own source.
I don't even know why you're saying this. We're just friends.
You don't know what you're taking on.
Oh, I'm going to the youth centre to help out. Anyway, he asked me.
Look, if you take my advice, you won't go near. You'd be much better off coming to a real club with me and Owen.
No, thanks.
Oh, and it's got all these little shelves with ledges on them so the stuff doesn't fall off after you drive along. Oh, but you know all about that.
Jack, you sure you're going to be all right driving this thing on your own?
Me? I learnt my driving in tanks.
Hey, the Moby's not as strong as the tank.
Oh, I'll manage fine.
And you won't have to worry about where we're going because I've learned the route already.
For knowledge.
Oh.
Like a taxi driver.
What are you going to do with the baby?
Oh, Danny will be okay. The baby minder's coming back tomorrow. It was going to be to ask me.
Oh, I think something to do with Julia.
Hey, hang on, Michael. Photograph for you before you go.
Where's your bag?
I'm not going to a lecture today, am I?
Come on, go and get it. It's an important day, this.
Do I have to?
Yes, you do.
You could take a photo of me and Jack by the Moby.
Oh, yeah. There's no need for it.
Oh, come on, don't be shy.
You sure you got a film in that thing?
Of course I've got a film in that.
Well, you did when we were at the caravan with Maria and Charlie.
You ready?
Wasn't it exciting?
Hey, you just stand there.
Oh, Mum, I feel stupid.
Look, we had one at the first day at school, the first day at the comp.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago.
Come, Ed, I'll show you everything, Giz.
Aye, aye.
Come on, Dad, I'm going to be late.
Look, half an hour ago, it didn't matter what time you got there.
Will you just do it for your mother, please?
Hey, take a couple.
Do you want me left side or me right side?
Behave yourself, left side.
You always took a good picture.
Right, come on, give us a smile.
Is that it?
Yeah, off you go.
Right, expect me when you see me.
Hey, good luck, son.
See ya. It's funny, isn't it? Everything's changing. You're giving up the Moby. He's leaving home.
It's only going down the road, love.
It's a start, though, isn't it?
Oh, look, he's forgotten his bag.
Or left it.
How do you mean?
Probably not what he wanted.
I think it's a lovely bag.
Yeah, but he's a student now. It's a different world, one we don't know about. He'd probably be happier with a quick-safe plastic bag.
Still our son, though, isn't he?
Yeah, but it's different. They want different things. And he's wrong, you know. It doesn't seem like a second since that first day he started school.
Things have to change, love. Kids have to grow up.
Yeah, I'll get used to it.
I mean, look at us now. Michael's at the Poly. We've got ourselves a shop. We haven't done that bad, have we?
We've done great.
Hi there.
If it's the file you want, it's ready.
No hurry.
Well, you wanted it this morning.
No hurry. How did you get on?
What with?
The shopping expedition. A friend's dress and the shoes and the bag.
Oh, we couldn't get anything.
Oh, you didn't try?
What do you mean?
Well, you didn't really go shopping, did you?
Well, she wanted me to, only, she changed her mind.
It was just an excuse.
I'm sorry.
Well, you were quite right to pretend. It doesn't do for this sort of thing to get all around the office.
There is no sort of thing.
Of course not.
Graham, will you just lay off?
I'll be careful. Trust me.
Lay off altogether. I don't want any more lifts into work.
There's no harm in a lift.
It makes it difficult for me.
But I don't mind waiting for you.
I might be going a different way.
How?
Well, I take Danny to the Minders and then I get a bus.
I don't like to think of you waiting for a bus.
Or I might be coming in later.
Oh, I could too.
And Terry will give me a lift. Graham, I don't want all this. I just want to get on with my job.
Of course you do.
Go home, make the tea, be ordinary.
You'll never be ordinary.
I've got things to do.
And we've all the time in the world. Whatever you want.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, dear.
Come on, get this down, you. Though why I'm trying to give you more energy, I don't know.
Put on me up my feet last Monday, didn't you, lad? A working day out with Julia would be a rescue in comparison.
Hey, wait till you finish till you say that.
Yeah, Barry's fellas who were building a conservatory out there left a ladder out there yesterday. He was up there before I could turn round.
Oh, that'll be Julia.
Yeah, that's all right, I'll get it. You finish your tea.
I'm trying to get the breakfast finished before the workmen come. They'll be in here as soon as they arrive, having their first brew.
You mean the one they have to have before they can even start? Yeah, it's going to be a bit of all right, this.
It'll cost.
Hey, look at that. 2 for the price of 1.
We met on the doorstep. Great minds, eh?
Yeah. Look, brought you the cab keys, mate. Sorry I forgot last night.
All right,
Oh, aren't you lucky? I've always fancied a conservatory.
Oh, it'd be nice when it's finished. There's dust everywhere.
Worth it, though.
Any news from Josie?
Hey, you know what they say about women having to do 2 jobs? One at work and another when they get home. I know how they feel now.
Doesn't get any easier.
Well, are you ready?
Thanks, love. Oh, that's the brew I have to have before I can even start.
Oh, don't you worry. I'll make sure you get your tea.
Oh, right, girl.
See you.
See you, love.
See you.
Bye, mate.
See you, love.
Cheers, lads. Cheers, mate.
Ta-ra.
I don't know how to tell you this, mate, but I've got a job interview today. I got it out the Echo. I did tell you I was looking, didn't I? Only, forget it, they're going to want me to start right away.
What job's this?
Oh, it's a storeman at a warehouse. I need the regular hours, you know.
Do you think you'll get it?
I don't see why not. Can't be that many going for a job like that.
Oh, you can't leave the taxis, you. So you'll have to wait till I find someone, Mick.
Oh, I did warn you, Tess, at the Barbie last week.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was going to be this week.
Well, what else can I do? I mean, I've got to have normal 9 to 5 hours so I can be there for the kids.
He's got to put his kids first, you know, Terry.
I can't expect Auntie Lou to keep looking after them. And this isn't what I wanted neither, Tess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Terry, if I get him dressed, will you take him to the childminders? Don't want to miss my bus.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks. I'll see you.
Thanks.
Good luck, Mick.
Do you mean that?
Yeah, of course I do. We've had some good times, but I like to say, all good things have to come to an end.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Hope you realise how lucky I are having all this, you know.
I do.
Right, then.
Oh, hang on a minute. Got to change my shoes.
What's wrong with the shoes?
Well, if I stand up all day in these, I'll kill myself. I brought me platties.
Well, why don't you wear them all the time?
All right. What's it?
You just said to be more comfortable in them.
They might be all right for going out on this thing, but I wouldn't want to be seen out in them.
But you're going to be seen out in them today.
Oh, that's different. When I'm in the Moby, people think I'm just working in it. But when I go out, well, I want to look nice. Then like a nice pair of legs.
Now then, first stop, corner of Nelson Street and clip away. Now, 9 a.m.
Oh, isn't this crazy?
Be great when the conservatory's finished. We need the extra space for when the family gets bigger.
Wish I could have got it myself instead of Barry getting it for us.
Barry owes us plenty.
Why's that?
Board, lodging, coming between us.
No, we both started off the same, and look at us now, eh? I couldn't even begin to think about buying a conservatory, and he's giving them away.
Well, that's only because it was given to him, and he hasn't got a house to put it in.
Wonder why he made the big time and I didn't.
Because he's not as nice as you.
Anyway, we've got enough for what we need.
Yeah.
Come on, then. Be a good boy for Mrs. Quinn. Oh, we must take some more photos, you know.
Oh, you're always taking photos?
Yeah, and losing them. I lost that one of the three of us I had in my desk in work.
It'll turn up.
Oh, I'm a scarf.
Well, watch out, there's a thief about.
I hope not.
Anyway, come on, go. Well, he'll be late for the childminder and I'll be late for work.
Right, come on, let's go.
Hiya. It's for you, I think.
Oh, Barbara Joseph's catalogue stuff.
Yeah, well, I came for her, but I had your name on it.
Any news? I'll have to work out how to pay for it. There should be a book somewhere. I'll come over and have a look for it after.
Oh, look, I won't be in later. I've got a job interview. I didn't know whether to put a suit on or not. What do you think?
Yeah, best to make a good impression. Who's that?
I don't know. I've not seen her before. She doesn't look very pleased, does she?
What are you doing here?
I've got something for you.
You shouldn't be here. Terry wouldn't like it.
Terry doesn't know.
How do you know that?
He's gone out. I waited.
You deliberately waited till he'd gone?
I didn't want to make trouble.
Well, you're making trouble now. You're pestering me.
You all right, Sue?
Yeah.
You're in some kind of bother, like?
No, I'm all right. This is someone from work.
Hi, Graham Curtis.
All right.
Suppose you better come in.
Thanks.
just left.
I'm just passing. I wanted to see you.
People have seen you. They'll jump to conclusions. What do you mean coming here making a show of me?
I've got something for you.
Isn't it bad enough in the office without pestering me here?
You don't like me to talk to you in the office.
Well, I'm glad you've got the message.
So, I thought I'd better give you this in private. That's why I've come round.
Well, you shouldn't have.
I found it. It was in my car.
It couldn't have been. I'm sure I had it in the office.
It must have dropped off the last time I gave you a lift.
It was on the back of my chair when I went to lunch the other day.
You're not suggesting.
Why did you come here? Couldn't you have waited till I got to the office?
I didn't want you worrying. It had slipped under the seat, the front seat. The one you sit on when I'm giving you a lift.
Sat on?
Yeah. The one you sat on.
Well, thanks for this.
I'm going into the office.
I know.
So, might as well give you a lift.
I told you I'm going a different way now.
Oh, what way?
And I'm not ready.
You said Terry was giving you a lift.
Might give me a lift.
And he's not here, is he? So, you might as well come with me.
I don't want to.
Look at the time.
I know, I'm late.
You'll never get there on the bus.
I don't want this.
And you know what they're like when you are late.
I'm not ready.
I'll wait.
Okay. Just this once, but never again.
There's no rush.
Wait here.
What do you think, soup or cereals?
Doesn't look like either to me.
That's for collecting for the blind. I'm going to put our display at this end.
What display?
Soup or cereals? Oh, soup, I think.
I don't think Ron bothers with displays.
There's a lot of things that Ron could do better. This is how that fella who owned Tesco started, you know.
With the Moby?
Calamine, so cheap. If it worked for him, it'll work for us. Only we're not selling cheap.
We're only doing this temporarily, you know.
No reason for not doing it well. Sit down.
What's this?
Refreshments. I bet this is something else that Ron never thinks of.
All right, Julia, you're a good woman.
Wish somebody else would realise that.
That Cyril Dixon has not been messing you about again, has he? I knew he would.
Of course not. We just had to go away.
Still wish it had been me instead of him, you know.
Not ours to choose, is it?
You're on next, okay. And don't leave this on here, all right? Take it back to the hatch. Mind the lights. Hello?
This is the place then, yeah?
Well, it's my church hall, yes.
You told me to come. To your church hall last week at the barbecue.
No, I meant any youth club. I was trying to say there are places to go, things to do to make friends.
It's my day off.
I'm sorry, I think there's been a bit of a misunderstanding.
You mean I'm not meant to be here?
No, of course not. I mean, it's a drop-in centre, isn't it?
Well, I thought I could help out.
Well, I could always do with a bit of help.
Why don't I then? Help, I mean.
Look, this is difficult. It's different on the close.
I'm beginning to realise
It's like being in another country. There are rules you don't understand.
Well, I wish I knew what they were.
Well, they don't say that you can't have a cup of coffee. Fancy one?
Yeah.
Oh, no!
It can happen to anybody.
What am I going to do?
Pick them up. We'll soon get them sorted. They're mostly numbered anyway.
What do you mean about these?
Oh, is Terry being difficult? Danny not sleeping?
No, it's Graham. I'm just so nervous that he's going to pop his head behind that filing cabinet with more fingers and thumbs.
I thought you'd got him sorted.
Will I ever get him sorted?
Hey, you're not usually this worried about him.
Well, I can just about cope with it in the office. It's when it affects my home, it's just too much. You know what he did this morning? He came round to my house. I wasn't even dressed.
Were you all right?
Oh, yeah. There was no funny business. He was very polite. He's always polite.
He is.
He made the excuse that he brought my scarf back, and then he insisted on giving me a lift into work.
I thought you were in a state when you came in.
I mean, anybody could have seen us. In fact, I think a couple of my neighbours must have wondered what was going on.
Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, I don't know. I suppose I just hoped I'd forget about it.
He'll give up soon.
Will he? I don't think what Terry'd say, you know, if he knew he'd been round to my house.
Then he better not know.
What if he finds out? Oh, why are men such a problem?
You've got a good one there with Terry.
I know, I don't want to lose him. If only Graham would leave me alone.
He must give up soon. Anybody would, the way you're treating him.
I hope so.
Cheer up.
I can't keep on like this.
There you are, love. Is that all you want? Oh, no need for that. Jack! Jack!
What?
Come and pack for this lady. If a supermarket can provide a packing service, so can we.
Should be providing trolleys next.
No, I like to think of the Moby as more than a shop. It's an amenity. You know, like the travelling library or those ladies that go around the hospital with the trolley.
Well, at least you got the right shoes for this. There you are, love. I think you can manage with that. All right now?
Thanks very much, love. Thank you.
Watch your step now.
See you again.
Ta-da, love.
Ta-ra, love. You know, I know we're only doing this to help out, but I had this idea that Ron might let me and Cyril do it on a more regular basis.
I can't see Cyril settling down to anything on a permanent basis.
What makes you say that?
Well, just that Cyril's a wandering source, isn't he? I mean, look at the way he's wandered off now. You'll have a job to pin him down, you know.
Do you think I don't know that?
If I were you, I'd get a ring in your finger as soon as you can.
That's what I want to do. We're supposed to be having a proper engagement.
I really do think that you and me could have got it together.
Sometimes I think so, too.
You do?
Only I can only ever really look on you as a friend.
Cupid's arrow.
You are?
You know, love. It's blind.
Oh, yeah. Cyril's trouble is that he's always getting in the way of Cupid's arrow.
Got an eye for the ladies, has he?
Too much of a one.
Well, at least you're the one who got him in the end, eh?
I wish I could be sure of that.
Hey! There you go. Hey, mind that door, all right? Okay. Another coffee?
No thanks.
It's not the best, is it?
Wouldn't do it the Farnhams.
Oh, it'd be like nectar at Dee and Ron's. I'm sorry I left you on your own like that. It's just that, well, the lad Mark over there has a bit of a problem.
Is that what you're here for? To help people?
Well, that's part of it, I suppose. But only part of it. I mean, if that's all there was to it, I may as well just have been a social worker.
Why aren't you?
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, about you being a priest. I suppose I don't understand why you have to be.
How would you... How would you explain music to someone who's deaf?
What?
Sorry, I don't mean to put you down. It's just difficult to explain. Why should anyone choose to wear these clothes and be told where to live and where to go to church all the time?
Well, that's what I mean.
Well, I suppose how you're brought up makes a big difference.
What, being a Catholic?
Well, no, and the church being important. I mean, not just the Mass, but the rest of it. And the social life and the pattern of the year. And what the priest thought mattering. Community, sense of belonging. It's not all just about praying. When we were children, the church was the centre of our lives.
I've only ever been to church for a wedding. That was a bridesmaid once. I liked it.
Most girls do.
No, not just the dressing up. I mean, the service, it was nice.
That's something people like me should try and remember. How irrelevant the church is. When you're in my position, you begin to realise how many people never go near.
It's like bowling. Well, my nan, she's like really into bowling, and all she ever talks about is the bowling green, you know, who's going to do what, what's happening. Same thing.
Yeah, see what you mean. Except that with the church, there's God.
You have to believe in God.
Well, I do. Although I'm not sure that believe's the word, I'd say more have a sense of. That's where faith comes in. That's what made me a priest and not a social worker. Made me have to be a priest.
Have to be?
Yeah, have to. I didn't choose this, Margaret. It chose me. God chose me. He wanted me to do this. How could I say no?
Do I look all right?
Yes, scatty as ever.
I am supposed to be looking competent and desirable and very, very expensive.
Thinking of being a rich man's mistress?
Thinking of asking personnel for an assessment interview. I'm hoping they'll recommend me for promotion. Is that the time?
Oh, I hope you're not trying to impress them with your timekeeping.
I'll just say I had this important piece of work to finish. Then they'll have me down as conscientious and responsible too.
Good luck with it anyway.
Oh.
She's off early.
She's got an interview. She's hoping for a promotion.
Don't tell me Fran sees herself as a career girl.
Why shouldn't she be? Or don't you think anyone with blonde hair could have anything inside their head?
There's no need for that.
Isn't there? Isn't that what you think of me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's because I'm a woman. I must be a featherhead. I want to take my work seriously, Graham. I don't want all this.
All this what?
All this chatting up.
I'm only being friendly. There's no harm in people who work together getting on.
Getting on doesn't mean coming round to people's houses. Getting on doesn't mean giving them lifts they don't want.
You seemed grateful enough at first.
Getting on doesn't mean not taking no for an answer.
I don't know what's got into you this afternoon.
I can't keep on like this. I can't work. I can't concentrate. I'm thinking of taking a leaf out of Fran's book and asking for a transfer. I don't want to have to work with you ever again.
I don't know what you think you're suggesting.
I'm going to ask if I could be moved to another office. I don't want ever to have to talk to you again.
All right. How'd you get on?
Should have seen how many were there.
You didn't get it then?
No chance. I don't know why they bother with interviews. Could have just picked a name out with a pin.
Well, what did they ask you?
If I'd done that sort of work before. And there's only one answer to that, isn't he?
No.
It's a stupid job anyway.
Yeah, well, you probably got bored working in a place like that.
Didn't like the place anyway, or the people.
All that paperwork?
It's a rubbish job.
That's right.
Well, if it was a rubbish job, then why didn't I get it?
Well, like you said, there was loads after it, wasn't there?
Every one of them divvies.
There you go.
So why didn't they give it to me then?
Look, mate, you can still work on the taxis, you know.
Thanks, Ted.
You could say it's my good luck.
Yeah. Trouble is, I need to find a job somehow. The kids need a stable life, security.
Not gonna be easy, is it?
It's a time when I thought it was. What are you going to be when you grow up, Mick?
Bet you didn't think it was going to be a warehouseman or a taxi driver come to that.
You're right there, lad.
But you're probably better off out of it anyway.
Mind you, I don't think I'm going to do what I told him at school. An astronaut.
Pig farmer, me.
Pig farmer? In Liverpool?
Yeah, well, me nan knitted me this little pig, didn't she?
What, called Piggy?
Oh, how did you know?
I don't believe it.
I wonder whatever happened to that.
Oh, God. So is Sue still working then?
Yeah, why shouldn't you be? Why'd you ask?
No, that's nothing.
Better make a start on clearing this place up.
Looks all right to me.
No, I mean, clear the table and put the chairs away. Got an aerobics class in later tonight.
You don't take that as well, do you?
No. It's just a ladies' class. I've got a wedding interview and a meeting.
And I've got to babysit Thomas.
Well, don't let me keep you. I can manage.
Oh, you sure?
I'm quite sure.
Right. Well, thanks for the coffee and that. What's up?
It's all right.
bleeding.
No, it's nothing.
No, you could lose a nail.
Please, Marcus.
What?
You must...
Well, I'm just trying to help.
You mustn't come here.
Why not?
I have to be careful. There's more to being a priest than just wearing this.
I know, you can't get married.
Oh, there's more to it than that.
We're just mates.
I can't get too close. I can't let anybody get too close.
But I'm just trying to help.
And I'm only trying to obey the rules. You're a girl. I'm a priest. People will talk.
Do we always have to be bothered about what people are going to say?
It's not just people, it's the church. They notice it's frowned upon. I don't want you to come here anymore.
I thought we were friends.
Look, it's best for both of us.
Is it?
More grievances mediated by Big Mother Love in Forgive or Forget, coming up after the break.
What do you want for your breakfast?
No, I get me on.
I don't mind doing you something.
That's all right, I only want cornflakes.
Would you want some toast? What am I like? All these years I've wondered when I'm going to get shut of you. And now all I seem to want to do is fuss around you. Now it's nearly happening. I'm even missing our Jackie.
Have you heard from her?
Yeah, just to say she arrived safely in Holland. I haven't heard from her since, though.
That must mean she's doing all right, then.
All she could talk about was who she sat next to on the coach, when she's going to be picked for the swimming team. When I asked her what Holland was like, she said the same as here.
Trouble is, if all you've seen is the inside of swimming pools.
So how was Polly, then?
It's great. It's fine.
Do you meet anybody nice?
Well, there's loads. Not that you meet anybody.
Is that why you're back so soon? I thought you students kept late hours.
Didn't feel so good.
Oh, you will.
Anything interesting?
No, most of it bills, minutes from the round table meeting, free gift, charity appeals, and a letter from my mother.
What we could do with is a letterbox that chews up anything with a computer-printed address label.
Yeah, mustn't forget, it's my mother's birthday next week.
All right, for some, you know where one of my mates is.
What wouldn't I give to be in Florida at the moment?
How do you know she's in Florida?
Patricia always reads other people's postcards. Part of her moral code or something.
Well, postcards are supposed to be public. If they're not, then they're not postcards. They're put in an envelope and they're letters.
Look, you do me a favour, you get her a birthday present.
No chance, Max. Have you any idea how busy I am?
Well, you know what she likes.
She's your mother.
Yeah, you're right. What do you think, flowers? Okay.
Oh, dear. Do you think I should have said I'd get him something?
No, you're right. She is his mother. Why should you have to do it?
Perhaps I was a bit hard on him. Oh, well. You're looking very smart today.
Yeah, I'm going out.
Where?
I thought I'd try Thomas at this mothers and toddlers playgroup I've heard of. He's ready to start playing with other children now.
We discussed this?
Well, it's just the once. Thought I'd see how he likes it.
First step on the treadmill.
They just play with a few toys and things.
Infant school, junior school. Whose kid does what first? I should hear him at the office jostling for the space to drop the achievements of their various offspring.
Yeah, but it's whether you're happy that matters.
That's why you're so good at your job.
But it's okay to take him then.
I suppose so. Hey, look at Susanna and all this business about which school Matthew and Emily should go to.
Well, you'll be the same about Thomas.
I bet she'd have got his mother a present without him even asking.
She didn't have anything else to do, did she?
There's no bowl of cherries being a working wife.
You know, sometimes when I come in the evening, I'm so flaked I can scarcely give Max the time of day.
But that's not what counts. I mean, it's who you want to be with.
The everydayness of life does get in the way.
Well, then it shouldn't. I mean, if you love someone, you love them, and, well, that's more important than anything.
Yeah, thank God. Hey, Sue had a job keeping Danny off this last night, you know.
When this lot be finished?
Well, the lads are coming round after, but they've got a little job to sort out first.
Hey, be able to get some plants in here.
Oh, there won't be any room for plants. This says we can have more room for Danny's toys.
Sounds to me like you need one each.
I think I'd better be getting off.
Well, at least you've still got Mick for a bit, then.
Yeah, I'm made up, but, well, you know, I'm not getting that job. I didn't want to say it to his face, though.
No, well, you'll get something soon, though, won't he?
He's bound to, isn't he? Do you want me to drop you off at work?
No, I'm not going until later. It's a partners' meeting first thing.
Right, I'm getting off. I'll see you. See you later, then, eh?
See you, sir. Might as well hang round, like, till the lads get here, you know.
Look, I've got to get on.
I thought you said you weren't in a hurry.
Things to do. I was, thinking of washing my hair.
Making yourself look nice for the bosses and work, eh?
What do you mean?
That Graham, the one that's keen on you.
Who told you that?
Who do you think?
Fran.
Yeah, she told me about it. I want to help.
You want to take my life over, you mean? Fran should never have told you.
She was worried about you. She said you needed some help.
Did she tell you I didn't want to know?
She said that he spent half the day hanging around your desk.
Well, that's none of my choosing.
I know that.
Just won't take no for an answer.
Fran told me that you didn't want to work with him anymore.
Just shows you what I think of him then, doesn't it?
She also told me he called round here the other day. And why did he do that?
You're out early.
I'm a student now, aren't I?
Oh, yeah, you started. How's it going?
Great.
You mean you're stuck in a corner all day looking at your nails and pretending you don't care?
How do you know?
It's just like I was when I started here, innit? Didn't know anybody, didn't know any of the street names, didn't know nobody's name. Every face I looked at was a stranger. And you'll talk funny.
I thought you were the ones that talk funny.
Yeah, it's a matter of opinion.
Yeah, you're right, though. I mean, people come from all over at the poly. It's like a different world.
Yeah, well, they're all just probably as lost as you are.
You wouldn't think it from the way they act.
Yeah, well, that's because they're covering up, aren't they, same as you? I bet they're all just like you.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Do you think I wanted Graham coming round here? Do you think I wanted him pestering me in my own home?
I wouldn't know, would I?
Terry and I have been through enough. The last thing we need is any more hassle.
Does Terry know he's been?
No, he doesn't, and he mustn't know.
He might find out.
He won't. He mustn't.
I found out.
You won't tell him, will you?
Lots of things I could tell Terry, Sue.
Do you think I don't know that? Do you think I don't remember that every time I see your face?
But I haven't, have I?
Terry wouldn't understand. It'd just mess things up.
Look, Terry's been through enough. He's been mate, and I don't want him bothered anymore.
I've made mistakes. I know I've made mistakes, but I don't want Terry to have to suffer from them.
And what's this Graham, eh? Is he another one of your mistakes, is he?
No, he's nothing I ever want. Believe me, I swear. I've never encouraged him at all.
So why is he so keen?
I don't know. He just sort of latched onto me.
With no encouragement?
At first I thought he was all right, you know, a bit of a laugh, just one of the crowd. And then he started to get a bit keen.
So I heard.
I tried to cool it down, honest I did. I avoided catching his eye, made sure it was never just him and me. Moved away whenever he came near.
Why didn't you just tell him to get lost, Sue?
Because I've got to work with him. It's my job to get on with him. At first, there was nothing really I could put my finger on. And if I'd said too much too soon, he'd have said he was just being friendly and it was me that I was imagining things.
You kept on getting lists from him, didn't you?
Yeah, well, how'd you say no? I mean, what excuse do you give? He came this way to work. We went in at the same time. I mean, I had no reasons to say no.
So are you still gonna go in with him, then?
No, not now. Too late, I know, but better late than never.
So what changed then, Sue?
Dunno, it just got too much. The flowers, the phone calls, the way he was just always there. In the end, I decided even if he thought I was imagining things, I just have to get him to stop.
And you have?
I hope so. But I'm frightened, Barry. I'm frightened of what he might do to me and Terry.
Leave him to me, then.
Well, there's nothing you can do.
Oh, yeah, there is. I'll get him off your back.
Don't threaten him, Barry.
Sue, I'm not just doing it for you, you know. I'm doing it for Terry as well.
Oh, don't do anything. I mean, don't interfere.
You want him out the way, don't you?
You know I do. You've got to believe that.
Then I'll take care of it.
What are you going to do?
I'll just have a word in his ear, Sue.
Oh, don't do anything stupid, Barry. Don't hurt him.
I'll just make sure he never bothers you again. All right?
Put your money in the slot and press the button.
I don't think I'll bother.
Looks like you like coffee.
Just a cup.
Jumped up and threw itself like you did it.
Yeah. I was hoping nobody would notice.
I noticed.
I'll get off then.
First year.
Yeah? Does it get any better?
Not for a bit. So let's hope the coffee machine's up to it.
Let's hope I am.
Lord, hear the prayers of those you have renewed with your sacraments from heaven. May the example and prayers of St. Vincent help us to imitate your Son in preaching the good news to the poor. We ask this in the name of Jesus the Lord. The Lord be with you.
And also with you.
May Almighty God bless you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Just keep that out of range of me.
What a way to start, eh?
Yeah, we all do stupid things. One time I walked into a lecture room with my skirt tucked into my knickers.
Well, at least I won't do that.
Not unless there's something you haven't told me about.
No, what you see is what you get.
Wet shirt included.
Oh, I'll get over it, won't I?
Yeah, you soon find your way around. The best thing to do is to join a few societies.
But there's so many, isn't there? I mean, I don't know where to start.
Well, start with where your interests are. Bird watching, welly throwing, anarchy.
No, I'm not as wacky as that. I'll tell you what I do like, though. I like cars. Not just driving them. I like messing around with the engines. That's when I'm not wrecking them.
Well, there's probably a car restoration club around somewhere. And if there isn't, you should start one.
No, I don't think so.
Why not? You can start anything round here. All you need is a notice on the board, a meeting room, and an electric kettle.
Well, I think I'll leave that till I've sorted out which buildings where and how they match the ones on the plan of the campus.
Yeah, I remember that feeling. I think I was late for nearly every lecture in my first term because of getting lost. I mean, anyone who's not gone missing at the end of their first week ought to get a degree in navigation thrown in.
I know, it makes you feel so stupid, doesn't it?
Yeah, you get used to it. Would you believe I nearly went home after my first fortnight?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
And now I'm on the entertainments committee. You see, once you get involved, you'll be all right.
Hey, that's another thing I'm interested in, you know.
What?
Music.
Don't tell me you play in a band.
I'm in a band. I've got a band. We're new, but we're very good.
Do I get the feeling I'm being propositioned?
No.
Purely in my role as member of the entertainments committee, of course.
Well, I wouldn't want to take advantage.
Why not? If you don't, somebody else will.
Yeah, I'm beginning to realise that.
No, I can't make the weekends. I can never make the weekends. Because weekends are a family time, that's what... Well, they are my children, but you're not my family anymore, are you, Susanna? Look, there's no need for that. Look, I don't see why you can't meet... Yes, in the middle of the week. I'll give you a ring later to see what you sorted out, all right? Yeah. OK, bye-bye.
home.
Be by 5 minutes.
Got the kettle on already.
On my way.
Would you believe it? Fell asleep just as we were coming through the entry.
I hope that doesn't mean he won't sleep tonight.
No, I'll give him a few minutes before I bring him in.
How'd he get on at the playgroup?
What?
Mothers and toddlers, whatever it's called. First step in his educational career.
What playgroup's this?
The one at the church.
What church?
The one where Derek is. There's just a few toys and take it in turns to be the helpers. Anyone can go.
So long as he doesn't get indoctrinated.
Indoctrinated?
Yeah, all this Sunday school stuff.
It's not a Sunday school, it's a playgroup.
Calm down, Margaret.
Well, I'll not take him anymore if you want. I'll find another one.
We don't want him moved from pillar to post.
Well, I was going to do that anyway.
Margaret!
Leave her.
We can't let her get away with behaving like that.
Oh, she's upset. Surely you can see that.
Certainly can.
Question is, why? I think I can guess.
Don't you think by any chance you're putting 2 and 2 together to make 5?
On the contrary, I think 2 and 2 are making 4. I mean, Margaret and Father Derek were awful chummy at the barbecue last week.
Yeah, and on Wednesday she went down to a youth club.
And today the playgroup. You know what it means if I'm right, don't you?
Horribly afraid I do.
It means that our teenage nanny is getting involved with a Catholic priest.
Well, that's more than we bargained for, isn't it?
Yeah, I was prepared for all the normal things, you know, late nights, weepy conversations with friends on the phone, boyfriend trouble. But I was beginning to think we got away rather lightly.
Well, what's Kieran?
Small beer compared with this.
Well, what can we do about it?
Nothing. Not until we're us, anyway.
Until we've got more to go on.
We don't even know that I'm right.
It's not as if we're her parents.
Yeah, we might be seeing things that aren't there.
Blow over.
Yeah, and anyway, he's probably used to this sort of thing. I'm sure no harm can come of it.
What, Vicar? You had a good day?
Yeah, not too bad, you?
Yeah, it was all right. Things are looking up. Pity me and Mick can't stick together.
No, I think he's had so much upset in his life that he wants a job that's reliable, you know, something that's the same every day.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I remember what it was like when things weren't going that well for us, you know.
Everything's all right now, though, isn't it?
Yeah, why not?
Cup of sugar, is it?
No, not that.
No, I didn't think so.
Actually, I've come for some advice.
I can't guarantee you come to the right place for that, but I'll do my best.
Well, it's about religion.
Oh, yeah?
Well, you're a Catholic, aren't you?
Used to be. I think I'm what they call a lapse.
Yeah, but you know about it. I mean, you could tell me about it.
Are you sure that's all you want?
Sort of.
Because if it is, there's plenty of books.
I don't think they'd help.
You think I can?
I hope so.
Come on in.
Nice, this, isn't it? Us both home early. Bit of peace and quiet before we have to get Danny.
As a matter of fact, there's a reason I'm home early.
You're right, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, I mean, there's nothing the matter with me. I just wanted to get home early because I was trying to avoid somebody.
Who?
Graham.
Not him again.
Yeah, I know. Don't kick off.
Is he still pestering you?
No. I found ways of avoiding him.
We shouldn't have to avoid him, should you? Should never have got involved.
I didn't get involved. Look, don't exaggerate.
You know I worry about you.
I know.
It's just that you mean so much to me.
You mean a lot to me as well.
I've never looked at anybody else.
Neither have I. Well, not since,
Different way of life in the office, isn't it? You wear nice clothes, talk their language.
It's only a job.
Yeah, but you meet all sorts of people.
Well, the clothes they wear don't make them a better person than you.
Martin was someone from the office.
Well, that was totally different. I knew him before I knew you.
And after.
Yeah, I was stupid ever to see him again.
I trusted you.
It's Graham who's causing all this. Why is it me that gets the blame when it's him that does all the pestering?
If he's still pestering you, why don't you tell one of the bosses then?
I don't want to do it that way.
Why not?
Well, Because the bosses are all men. I'll only get branded as a troublemaker.
If you don't do something about it, I'll sort them out.
Oh, don't, please don't. I'll lose my job.
Well, I'd like to flatten them.
Terry, will you listen to me? Will you hear what I've got to say? Will you give me a chance?
Just get rid of them.
I've told you I can handle it. Look, I've got it sorted anyway.
How do you know?
Well, I've asked if I can be transferred to another office. After this week, I never need to see him again.
How can I be sure of that?
So, what was it about, this interest in religion?
Talking to your Derek, I suppose.
I thought as much.
Well, I mean, with him being your brother and we're sort of a neighbour and... Well, he's ordinary, really.
I hope you're not taking on something you can't handle.
I don't know what you mean.
Something between Derek and you.
No, I'm just interested. Derek's not ordinary, is he?
No, he's not ordinary.
I mean, I've seen him in his collar and I know what his job is, but it's just when he's round here, he just seems so friendly.
That's part of his nature and part of his job. You mustn't misunderstand it.
I don't misunderstand it.
I mean, that's one of the good things about Derek and why he's a good priest, the way he gets on with people.
I know.
He's always had the knack. Even as a kid, everybody loved him.
I bet.
But that's what I mean. It's part of his job to make people feel that they can talk to him. He makes everybody feel special.
It doesn't seem right, you know, him just having to live with this parish priest.
Father Thornton, well, that's part of the rules, isn't it?
Oh, these rules.
Yeah, but if a priest doesn't have too many ties, then he's available for everybody. I think Derek was born to be a priest.
How can you say that?
Well, he's always wanted to be one. Wanted? Oh, I don't know. I suppose he'd say to serve God. I mean, our family was very close to the church, and they'd always hoped that one of us would have a vocation. And one time I thought that was me, but I was wrong. I was running away.
Perhaps Derek's just running away.
He isn't. He's the right person in the right place.
All these things he was doing at the altar, what do they have to do that for?
Oh, it takes years to understand if you're not born into it.
I want to understand.
There's all sorts of things a priest can't do. Get too involved with a woman, for a start.
Well, just supposing someone special. Well, what if he fell in love?
Then he'd have to run in the opposite direction as quick as he could, or should.
And if he didn't?
Oh, it'd be an awful lot of trouble for everybody, and it would ruin his life.
How can loving someone ruin your life?
Well, the church won't have it. They just move him on.
Well, it's not fair.
Fair's got nothing to do with it. Derek's chosen. He's married to the church.
It seems cruel, though.
But it's to keep everything simple, Margaret. I mean, I know Derek, and he needs to do the right thing.
So he has to decide something at 19 and stick with it for the rest of his life?
Derek made his vows, and once they're made, they're made. It would destroy Derek if he lost all that. And you wouldn't want to do that, would you?
Graham knows your phone number, doesn't he?
He won't ring.
Somebody did the other day. Put the phone down when I picked it up.
Probably a wrong number.
Could have been Graham, though, couldn't it? Checking up to see if you were on your own.
Leave it, Terry.
He knows where you live, doesn't he?
And he knows he's not welcome here.
What if he came? What if you were on your own?
Can't you just leave it? Isn't it bad enough him pestering me at work without you starting on again when I get home?
Wasn't me who started it.
I was trying to reassure you. I wanted to put you in the picture because I didn't want us to have any secrets. Only you make it so difficult.
Has he ever been round here? Has he ever been in this house?
Of course not. What would he do that for?
Well, he better not have.
I've told him.
If I find out he stepped 1 foot in this house, I am going to kill him.
Lovely ladies or glamorous guys coming up in Moripovich in 50 minutes on Living. That's after Forgive or Forget, after the break.
All right. What are you doing home?
Didn't think you'd be awake yet.
What's up?
I've had a letter. Popped home to see if it'd come. I didn't know whether to show it to you or not. It's about my application for Teachers Training College.
They've offered you the place then?
Yeah? What do you think?
Congratulations.
Got to get back to school.
Gonna barge in on some teacher's class, are you? Get a bit of practice in.
They've offered me a place to train as a teacher. I did want to talk to you about it. And I might as well just write back, say yes, and save my breath.
You got your ticket out, you mean?
What's wrong with growing old together? Isn't it a nice house and husband who loves you good enough for you?
I brought you your coffee.
Oh, brilliant, thanks. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, you look like you were too busy to stop.
I'm trying to get these files finished for lunchtime.
Oh, got a date?
Lunch.
With a fella?
With a fella.
Someone nice?
He's not bad, considering he's my husband.
He'll do, I suppose.
And I was supposed to be meeting him early. He's got an airport run booked for this afternoon.
You don't reckon he could smuggle me through the perimeter fence, do you?
Doubt it very much.
Be my dream, that. A nice private jet with a gorgeous pilot and me stowed away. A bit of engine trouble and an emergency landing on a remote desert island. Oh, just me and him forever.
Probably end up doing all the cooking.
And the washing.
And the ironing.
No mind. I'm probably better off where I am. So, are you still keeping Terry in the dark about lover boy Graham?
I've told him there's a guy in work who fancies me.
And who won't seem to take no for an answer?
I've not told him he's been round to my house, though.
You should tell him. I know you keep going on about what a good bloke Terry is, but if he found out and you hadn't told him, he'd just think the worst, wouldn't he?
Never mind think the worst. He'd probably kill him. Or me.
Fran beat me to it, Sue. I was just about to make you a cup till she told me she'd already made you one. Next time. Okay?
Well done.
Hey, I love it if you don't want it. His head's completely gone over you, hasn't it? Some people have got no taste, have they?
I know what would happen if I ended up marooned on a desert island. It'd be just my luck for him to be the last surviving fella.
Swim for it, girl. Be the only way. Regardless of the sharks, swim for it.
Didn't move then to go to Holland, did you? Oh, I had no choice. I've got nothing else. Surprised they let you through customs wearing those. You're committing a serious offence, you know, under the laws of style. I know, yeah. I'll see you at dinner time.
I've finished the work on the Kelsey files.
Well done. Take a seat and we can check through them.
Well, they've already been checked. That's what I meant when I said they were finished.
No harm in going through them again. Unless you're onto something urgent.
Well, no. Not really. It's just I was hoping to have had an early lunch break. You know, I'll be pushed this afternoon otherwise.
No problem. We can go through these quickly. And then I'll take you for lunch.
I've already made arrangements.
Well, arrangements can be rearranged, can't they?
No, not always. Sometimes it's a bit difficult, you know, when other people are depending on you.
Who are these other people? Anyone I know?
I suppose so, yeah.
Or someone who works here?
Look, Graham, can we just get on with checking these files? I'm going to be very late if I don't go soon.
Well, that's why I told her to take a seat in the first place, so we could quickly get through these and get on to other, more important things. It's not me who's holding things up. That's better.
Shouldn't take long. I've already proofed it twice.
Might as well be cozy. Now, should this be in capitals, do you think?
Mr. Mystery Man,
It's just a bunch of third years. They're not very good. If people knew who it was, they wouldn't pay the door money.
What are you called?
They're called the Golden Horde.
Music as bad as the name, eh?
Worse, if anything.
Tell you what, you should book my band, you know. You'd have the place really buzzing.
Now, how do I know if you're any good?
Well, you'll have to listen to a tape, won't you?
I've not been given one, have I?
You'd have now. It's only a rough demo, though. Hey, have you got time for a coffee or something?
I've got to put the rest of these up.
I'll give you a hand if you want.
OK, if you like.
And in fact, I've got to go and see the bank manager.
Never mind. See you in here at lunchtime.
Yeah, right. Hey, don't forget to listen to the tape.
I won't.
Yes!
Rod, what? Tell me.
Get in there. One mortgage, in the bag, no problem.
Oh, brilliant.
That's our house you're looking at there. Number 10. Mr. and Mrs. Corkle.
Don't mind at all.
What's wrong with me, Mum?
Why?
Well, I seen her at school today. She looked out upset.
If she's upset then.
But when I asked her what it was, she just said, ask your father.
What you want for your dinner?
She never normally calls you father. She just normally calls you dad.
I'll do you some cheese on toast, all right? Look, if I've upset her, I've upset her.
I can do some dinner.
Not for me, love. I haven't had any breakfast yet.
Nice perfume.
Thank you very much.
What's it called?
I'm not here to discuss my personal life. Can we finish these files, please?
If you tell me what it was, I'd love to buy you some.
I'm quite capable of buying whatever I need for myself, thank you.
Well, just as a present, that's all. Nothing wrong with wanting to buy you a present, is there? I bought Mary Parkin a present.
Yes, but she was leaving. That was a leaving present. I'm not leaving, am I?
I hope not.
Can we get on with this, please?
It'd be awful if you left.
We've only got the appendixes to do.
I don't know one to talk to.
It should only take a few minutes.
No one to sit next to me.
Graham, people are beginning to look.
It'd be a nightmare if you left. I've no one to keep me company.
Graham, I'm asking you now, as quietly and as civilly as I can manage, will you please leave me alone?
I don't want to do anything to upset you.
You're holding my hand. That upsets me.
We're only talking.
I don't want you to hold my hand.
I know you don't want people to start talking about us.
What do you mean, us? There is no us to talk about.
Oh, come on. People can see the chemistry at work.
What chemistry?
People who work in offices, they know all about office romances. It happens all the time.
Nothing is happening.
Oh, come on, everybody knows. It's written all over us. They only have to see you come over and cuddle up to me.
We are not cuddling.
With the talk of the typing pool.
We haven't got a typing pool.
Oh, you know what I mean. People know all about us.
There's nothing to know.
None of them care. If you work in an office where there's men and women, it's expected. It's an occupational hazard.
Look, Graham, I'm sorry, I've got to go. I've already stayed a lot later than I was due to. If you want to finish these documents, you'll have to do them by yourself.
No, I'll walk down with you.
I'd rather you didn't, thank you very much.
It'll be some company for you.
I'm not in need of your company, thank you.
You don't want me to stay here on my own, do you?
Yes, I do, actually, because I've had enough of you. I've told my husband that you've been pestering me, and you can imagine how he reacted, can't you? And I'm going to ask the senior partner for a transfer so I don't have to work for you all the time.
Oh, Sue.
I'm going to go for my lunch now, OK? I don't want you to come with me. I don't want you to come with me today or any other day. Or to take me home at night. I'll take myself home, thank you. Or to pick me up in the mornings. I'll make my own arrangements.
Sue.
That's all I'm saying. I don't want to hear another word about us. Nothing. Whatever's going on for you definitely is not going on for me, all right?
Sorry about that. You know how it is. You know, lover's tiff.
All right, Nan.
Oh, Rod, I'm so glad I've caught you. I'm afraid I've got some disappointing news for you.
Why? What's up?
Well, I'm afraid it's about our double wedding, and I know Diana's going to be very upset. But, well, I think you might just have to go ahead without me and Cyril.
All right, why, like?
Well, let's just suffice to say that I think we might have to settle for a long engagement.
Yeah, well, have you had a big row or something, like?
That's all I'm saying. I don't suppose Diana's home, is she? I'd rather tell her myself.
Yeah, she's inside.
You don't think she'll be too disappointed, do you?
No, I think she'll be able to handle it, you know.
Good.
Yeah, me nan's got some bad news for us.
Why? What's the matter?
Well, I hope it isn't going to spoil all your plans for you, love. But me and Cyril, well, we won't be tying the knot quite as soon as we expected. If at all.
So, you know what that means, don't you? We won't be able to have the double wedding.
Oh, Julia, come inside. I'll make you a nice cup of tea.
I could do with something stronger, love, the way I'm feeling.
Saw my mum in school today. So? She looked as upset. Why? My dad won't tell me. I think it might be something serious.
Hi, Sam.
Casey thinks there might be something wrong with me, Mum.
Your mum had a letter today.
Well, who from?
Oh, I don't know. College people, education people, someone like that. Anyway, she's had this letter and they've offered her a college place on a training course to be a teacher.
Dad, you had me heart going there for a minute. Thought you were going to say she had cancer or something.
Why would you think that?
Because you made it sound as if it was the end of the world. I can do without shocks like that too often, thank you.
Well, I didn't mean to frighten you.
Yeah, well, why did you make it sound so heavy then?
Well, it is, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's good news. Why should it be heavy?
Well, it's bound to have an effect on us as a family. You know, I mean, she's starting a new life and we won't be a part of it.
Well, that shouldn't mean we can't be pleased for her.
Yeah, I know, but it's something we're not going to be involved in, and it's going to mean loads of changes and that.
Yeah, but, I mean, families do change. Families grow up.
Yeah, but your mum's not a teenager anymore. She should have grown up years ago.
Yeah, I thought they said life begins at 40.
Yeah, well, you know. Anyway, you'll understand when you're at 40. But she's definitely changed.
No, she hasn't. Well, not really.
Yes, she has. You wouldn't notice it like me, though. Look, when you've lived with someone for 18 years, you develop a sort of balance with each other. And you end up taking each other for granted. Then one day, you know, you suddenly off balance.
All right, so she has changed to a certain extent, but that's mainly because we've all grown up. She's looked after us three for years, and it's been like a full-time job, hasn't it? I mean, if I was here, I'd want to look for something to occupy me time with.
Yeah, but teaching, I mean, you could take up knitting to occupy your time. Most women, they get a job in a shop or something.
Yeah, but she'd be wasted in a shop.
If she becomes a teacher, she'll be coming home talking about education this and education that, and I will not be able to keep up. I'll be coming home stinking of diesel, talking wall-to-wall traffic on the M62. Soon get fed up with that, wouldn't she?
Yeah, well, she puts up with it now. Never mind then. We all do.
I wish I could have been a better dad for you.
Oh, you've been all right most of the time.
Yeah, but, you know, I just wish I could have taught you more.
Dad, you can't see me mum's going to college as some sort of end to life as you know it. You should see it as a beginning.
Sam, you'd have to be me to know what I mean. She'll go to college, then she'll realise what she's been missing all these years. And she'll want to put all this behind her. And it won't be long before I'll become part of her past. And I'll have lost her then, won't I? And I'll miss her. I'll really miss her.
Dad.
Are you going to sound like she's dying again? Made me feel dead sad.
Look, have you talked to her about how you feel?
When you've lived with someone for 18 years, you don't need to talk. You just know.
do you reckon, then?
What?
Is that my tape?
Yeah,
What do you reckon, then?
it's good. I like that one. What's he like?
I told you we were good. Hey, do you want a coffee or something?
Yeah, black, no sugar.
Oh, yeah. Kelly says, are you? What are you doing? And what's wrong with sitting here?
Sit next to you and them.
Come on.
Look, some of us have got a reputation to keep up with, you know.
Well, I'd be feast if you like.
Best sex.
Look, you're gonna have to sort yourself out with a decent pair of trainees. You can't go round making a show of your mates all the time. Have you seen these? What are they? Well, they're like introductory leaflets for students to open bank accounts. What are you doing with those? But they're all Mike's. He's got loads of them for starting at the Polytechnic. I never have the money long enough to put it in an account. I always spend it. Yeah, but look at that. I mean, you don't need to have any money because they give you the cash cards and you can get up to 100 quid out. Let's have a look. See, if I open a bank account and I get a cash card, I'll be able to get the trainees, won't I?
I was thinking about that, you know. My Auntie Mavis does a catalogue. I mean, you could get them from there and you'd only have to pay off a bit a week.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, because you end up paying about 150 quid instead of 70 then, don't you?
I don't believe there isn't a catch in all these offers, you know.
I know, that's what I was wondering. But I mean, I'm going to have to get the money somehow, though, aren't I?
Off your mum and dad, I told you.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think they'd give it to me.
Well, of course, they're not just going to give it to you straight off. You're going to have to work on them. Got to wear them down.
Yeah, but my half fella's too stubborn. I mean, once he says no, that's it.
Well, work on your mum then.
Suppose so, yeah.
The thing is, you're still at school, so you shouldn't be paying anyway. You're not earning anything. It should be your mum and dad paying for them. That's what mums and dads are for, isn't it?
Suppose so, yeah.
So what are you going to do?
Work on me, mum.
And what are you going to be wearing this time next week?
A pair of boss trainees.
You sure?
Defo.
Hey, what was your first year like?
It was awful. I was really confused at first, especially my first day.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
I felt like I was from Mars or something. I knew nobody, and everybody else was stood around in groups chatting away. And whenever I saw somebody I thought I could go and start talking to, someone would get there first. It felt like going home by lunchtime.
Is that what stopped you?
The thought of 3 years away from home.
Yeah, I know that feeling and all.
So I just thought I'd get stuck in and start pushing my way into conversations.
Well, that's the only way, really, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm still doing it.
It's nice being relaxed like that, though. I mean, your parents, they don't understand, do they? You know what would happen if I went home and told them I was talking to a girl called Vicky at lunchtime?
What?
They just wouldn't understand that I was talking to her, you know, as an equal. They'd be reading all kinds into it, especially me mum. She'd be wanting me to bring you home for dinner. She'd have the tin salmon out the works.
Mine are the same. You'd think I was 40 sometimes, the way they go on about me having to settle down. What do yours do, anyway?
What, my mum and dad?
Yeah.
That's not exactly the coolest job in the world.
Well, you don't have to tell me.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. They run a mobile shop. Well, at least they did. They're getting a new shop next week.
Well, my dad's a vet.
What does your mum do?
Well, she works part-time for Citizens Advice Bureau, so she's always bringing someone else's problems home with her.
Well, at least she's trying to help people, I suppose.
Yeah, but in the end, it's a bit like living with Esther Ransom.
You haven't got a performing dog as well, have you?
You don't need one when you've got a little brother like mine.
Yeah, I've got one myself. I know the feeling.
Hey, listen, I've got to go. I've got Friday night's tickets to sort out.
So your dad's a vet then, is he?
Yeah, the James Herriot of Altrincham.
That must be weird, that, you know. Spending half your life with your arm shoved up the backside of a cow pulling calves out.
It's a good job you come to Polly, you know.
Why's that?
Well, you got a lot to learn if you think that's where babies come from. See ya.
Yeah, nice talking.
Did you catch Terry?
Oh, no. By the time I got there, he was ready to leave, so of course I'm really popular now.
Do you want to know what the creep said after you'd gone? Or do you want to remain blissfully ignorant?
What did he say?
I'd have gone for the blissful ignorance if I was you.
Why?
He gave us all a big plastic smile and apologised for your behaviour. Put it all down to a lover's tiff.
You're joking.
All your dark secrets are coming out now, Sue.
on my own, you know.
Oh, it's all right. I just want to get away from me nan for a minute, you know.
So, what happened? Why's the wedding called off?
Don't know. She didn't say.
Well, I think it's brilliant. I only wanted our special day to be ours and no one else's.
I know. Made up.
Shh. Pass me a peg, please.
It's doing me no good sat there feeling sorry for myself. Gives a couple of shirts to do, love. I'd be better off with something to keep myself occupied. Oh, it could have been marvellous, couldn't it, eh? A double wedding. Ooh. I'd love to have heard those bells ringing. Seems to have died out these days, doesn't it? Church bells ringing on your wedding day.
Oh, never mind. Maybe it was for the best.
You're right, love, I know. Perhaps I was wrong to build my hopes up.
Hey, Nan, if you want us to do anything, like, you know, just ask.
Oh, no. It's not you who should help me. I've got lots of time on my hands now to help you to get ready for your special day. There's so much to plan, isn't there? Oh, isn't it nice watching two young people hanging sheets? It's like a symbol of togetherness.
Yeah. Hey, do you know what, Nan? I think we'll be all right with the arrangements and all that.
Listen, it's no trouble at all. I tell you what, when we finished hanging the washing, I can start giving you a hand with planning your guest list. I'd already started online, you know. Hey, I don't know what you're doing for bridesmaids, but I suppose I'm available now. Oh, honestly, my bridesmaids looked a real picture. I haven't seen them for years. Rosie and Molly Sharrock. Ooh, I wonder what's happening to them.
Probably died of earache.
Oh, but it's sad though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sad, like, but it's good sad. You know what I mean?
Fran,
Yeah?
I've left my correcting pen on Graham's desk.
Well, nip and get it while he's not there.
Well, he might come back and find me. You couldn't get it for me, could you?
Yeah, okay.
In 50 Minutes on Living, Maury Povich is visited by some cheating hearts. That's after Forgive or Forget, coming up after the break.